Hello guys, I just wanted to check if everything is fine, if the stream is working. I'm just going to check, but just to give you a quick summary, I am bullish today, but it's not a high probability day. I'm going to risk a bit less and I'm going to only trade with my prop firm challenge accounts. I got 3 accounts with Lucid, and what I wanted to say that I might not even take a trade. I'm looking for long trades, and I'm just checking if this is live at the moment. um, Give me 1 minute. I just want to see if we are live or not. Okay, yeah, we are live, guys. All right, so giving you a quick recap. I'm in Europe in 3 minutes. Not much to say. Monthly and weekly is bullish. Market structure daily, we respect this low, but we might take this low if we're going back bearish. I'm very open-minded to anything could happen today. I'm not going to risk more than $200 per trade. That is what I'm going to do. That is the plan. In terms of objectives, let me take this fib. It's the previous daily high of last week. This is well, Friday, but Sunday gave a higher high, so it's just to take the high of Sunday. Now I need to see the market to go towards that. In terms of things to worry, I will say if you look at here, we got an SMT on the 4-hour that this high, this is NQ on top, on the bottom is S&P 500. We got that the high of NQ here has been respected at going lower. ES keep going high all the way until Thursday, and now we're kind of in a consolidation state that it doesn't really show us where we're going in terms of direction. I mean, we are in consolidation if we are honest, and it's not a clear direction. We're opening now in 50 seconds, guys. So in the 4 hours we got an SMT. Now if we go a bit lower, 1 hour, I would like to see an SMT, but let's see. I'm going to put lower and see what the market gives me. I might enter on ES, but I was expecting like ES is looking way more bullish now. And yeah, I like that move. ES is way more bullish. I'm going with ES, guys. I'm going with ES. I'm going to go with ES, guys. So yeah, I mean NQ might give me a better entry now thinking about it. Yeah, ES is way more bullish, guys. Now who gives me the better entry? Here's the thing around this type of time frames. Maybe you could make really aggressive entries. Like you enter here. But I got the rule not to enter below 5 minutes because of my performance, the way I perform. So I'm not sure we're going to take this high. That's Thursday. I mean, that's previous week high. I'm not sure we're going to get there. I mean, ES nearly took the target I had. As you got see, you can see this yellow line. In my opinion, I started to trade now the opening, straight to the opening, and it's very aggressive. And I think entering lower time frames could be an option, but I don't really like the idea overall. I don't really like it because I have my data and trading anything below 5 minutes, it really causes me to tilt to make mistakes. And yeah, quite annoying. I was bullish, as I say, and we're going to hit the target on ES most probably soon. Now NQ, I just want the candle to close to give me, this is a clear bullish engulfing candle, as you guys can see. Now we go 1 minute and 40 seconds to close. So I'm going to stick to my rules. I will have to adjust maybe to drop because I used to do most of my trading around 10 a.m. New York time all the way to 11:30. Now I adjusted based on the data from 9:30 to 10:30. I got better numbers over there. I used to trade London also. I used to trade afternoon. Where I get the money is now around these times. Now in consolidation markets, you don't expect like all these home runs. It's good to just the buy sell sell side liquidity to be taken. As long as you have the right bias, you have very nice trades. Now everyone prefers a proper clean move, and yeah. I mean, thinking about it, it was a clear entry now here on ES on the 15-minute. Now, what are the odds? Yeah, I could have entered there. I didn't realize that. I was a bit blinded with Nasdaq. I was more blinded. I was blinded basically with Nasdaq. This is annoying. I wasn't really ready today, guys, and yeah, I might put a buy limit. So if I put a stop loss here and I put take profit here and we put a more, yeah, why not there? So are the odds? I don't like the odds that much. Put me in. Yeah, I could have dropped it to be honest. Wow, we're going all the way straight down. That's no good. That's no good. Yeah, I could have got way better odds, honestly. Way better odds. I mean, yeah, if I did enter here, if I wasn't that greedy, or like FOMO, more than, yeah, that was a very nice entry there. You got the fair value gap here. It's a tough market. If I lose this try, I'm going to stay away because I'm not very sure. This could go either way. It could go either way. Yeah. It is over. How is NQ doing? I don't like that. Got one more bullet, but today I don't really like it today. ES is still looking more bullish. I want to see how we close this 5-minute candle. If you look at the bigger picture, I mean, we got news at 10 a.m. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for 10 a.m. I'm going to wait for the news and see what the price give us. NQ is looking a bit more bullish now. Waiting for the news is going to be the best option, guys. So we go 4 minutes for this candle to close. If it close bullish, that will be a bullish engulfing candle in Nasdaq, and it wouldn't be that bad. Why? Because we touch discount and expect price to go up. Nothing's guaranteed, as I say. Nothing's guaranteed. I want to see how we perform. Yeah, so I'm still bullish, but we're getting very close from 10 a.m. You have to have a plan, obviously, that this is the target. My entry was very FOMO. It was based on FOMO, to be honest. And I could have entered way here and put stop loss here. And it would have been a good entry, most likely. sometimes when you see price going away from you, you have to let it go, regardless if it's going towards your target or not. Rushing towards it is going to give you worse odds, even if you're right and you manage to catch it. And a lot of times, like what happened to me, you just lose your money. You lose your money, and that's what happens. So I want to see Nasdaq to give us a bullish engulfing candle. 10 a.m. news is a red folder. So in my view, it will be good to wait for the news. In theory, news will give you most likely the direction where we're going to go, guys. So bear that in mind. If you see the longer picture, guys, it's not that clear. I mean, I feel a bit annoying trying to push these trades in days of low probability. I mean, I'm glad I'm not trading with my cash account. I'm just trading with the prop firms, where it helps you sometimes to deal with your emotions and how, if you're a bit rusty or you need to improve in certain areas. But the other problem is you can get overwhelmed by trading a lot. And by trading a lot, I mean you can get exhausted. You know, everyone has a limit, and you need to sometimes accept that you have a limit, you know. So here we go, 1 minute to close this candle. I got a conflict of thoughts, like, do I wait for 10 a.m. news that is going to be in 17 minutes, or do I wait for this candle to close and take that trade? If I lose the trade, I'm done, because I got rules. Like, after 2 trades, if I lose both trades, I'm done for the day. So I got that option. That I think the market a lot of times waits for the news to make that move. And regardless of news or no, the market is going to go towards certain targets. But news is kind of like an excuse that gives you that high volatility, gives a lot of liquidity to the market, assuming that news doesn't bring anything completely that the market wasn't expecting. So that is my take. Now, buying here is very tempting. The problem I see now is the odds. I am not very sure with these odds. There's no fair value gap, there is nothing. I just got this conflict now where, I mean, you know, sometimes you have to take that risk. I don't know if price is going to take us to the objective now. We're going to wait for the news. I am a bit frustrated here because I FOMO. I could have put the entry way lower and have an amazing odds instead of like losing that trade, and I was a bit greedy. And if I put in the safe area, would have been here, the safe area. So we got 930 here. Sorry, what I'm saying. That is not the right place, but 930 was here. Was here, but you will have lost here. Yeah, I think we're going to get the target. It's just my entry wasn't good. Wasn't good enough. You know, it's like your emotions can play around with you, and I have to be honest. You know, my entry was a bit of in a rush and a FOMO. And price, you know, you could be surprised. It gives you those entries that is the right odds or amazing odds. and you know you need to stick to it. And here my plan is, if we wait to 10 a.m. news, so 10 a.m. news, it could go either way. It could go and take all these lows, the Sunday lows, or it could just break all the way through here and go all the way up. I think it could go either way. Now, the worst case scenario will be consolidation as a trader. So we don't go anywhere and we just chopping like we're doing since 4 a.m. That could be an option. Now, I'm going to look only for bullish trades based on market structure. And this is not giving me a clear direction. More bullish, if I'm honest, but I want to see a move. We are so close from my target that it's being very ambitious to take a trade, because when the news come, if we're bullish, it might spike, take this buy side liquidity. And what happens if we take this buy side liquidity? Price might retrace and have to keep going up, but are we really going to take this side? That's intermediate term high in the 4 hour for ES. For NQ is no intermediate term high. It's borderline, because we're sharing this swing high, we're sharing the third candle here. But yeah, this looking at 4 hour is more clean. It looks like we're going up. But yeah, I think 10 a.m. news will give me a direction. We will miss this target most likely, but you have to take a risk. And my strategy will be to take some profit when I'm 2x, hopefully, or even less, 1.5x up, and the rest hopefully to run to the highs of here. So if we look at 4 hour here, NQ is more bullish than ES. Now, if we look at short term, I would say that, yeah, NQ is a bit better, but the reaction of ES, I did like it quite a lot. So it's better to see this when we comparing both charts. And let's put a 15-minute. Yeah, if I have to go through one, I will go with NQ as the main one to go bullish now today. Now, where I make the final decision is when they make that huge breakout, you know, to the upside in this case, and the one that has like the strongest breakout, the shift in market structure, is the one that I tend to go with. NQ overall goes way better than ES in terms of hit the targets faster and before, and ES tends to hit the target a bit later on. Now, that's not the case. Obviously, it's not as easy as that. But I think I like that rule of seeing the market structure and see the final move. That's the breakout to the bullish side in this case, if it happens. And that's what I will go, which index I will go with. So we're going to wait for the news. We have 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. So I'm going to check the live stream. How is it going? I'm not sure if it's working well. Hello? I just want to see that we're going to hit the target. We're hitting the target before the news. That trade here I did, this trade, it was a winner. It's so annoying. It's very annoying. I don't have words to describe it. So here, if I look at, let me go to ES. This could have been the entry and I will be there. I mean, I'm so annoyed. I just got, you know, I got FOMO and I pay for it. It nearly hit the profit. But anyway, let's wait for the news. Market is just playing around with that. If the news come, I think this will be a very good area to buy here. Nice, it's a long. It's not that good. But I could put one contract and see how we go. How we go with it. Honestly, I will put this and make another entry maybe later on. I'm just looking at ES and Q. Yeah, NQ looks more bullish. We got here a fair value gap. I mean, if I'm honest with you, I would have taken some profit here. I mean, news are coming in 5 minutes. I don't want to wait this to retrace and take me out. No way. No way. So, what is my final conclusion is, if you guys could learn from me, is that FOMO here really messed me up here. And I did enter really high. And I put the stop loss in an area that is high volatility. So I should have put it in the swing low and I would have respect that. So if you put it here in the fair value gap, let me delineate the fair value gap for you guys. If I put the fair value gap here and I put the entry there, I mean, you're risking 7 to gain 15, more than 2 to 1. So that is the thing. We're getting news, and the next target will be here. And I think NQ will be a candidate to take that target. Now, I think today I had low expectations. So this is the problem also, psychology and how well you're prepared, because going to the markets and not having a high probability day, I don't trade Mondays, this type of Mondays. Now, I'm doing it because of try to pass the evaluation a bit faster, and also I'm doing it to expose myself into situations like 9:30 opening, that is something that I don't have many reps and I don't have like a lot of data, and I want to get involved with that, and I want to reduce the damage if I end up losing like today happened. Now this is going to be the second trade if market goes my way. If market goes crazy high and I don't have an entry all around here and it gets here, the day is over. Now if market goes down, I'm going to lose $180. So that is the deal. That is what's going to happen. So yeah, news are coming now. News are coming, guys. So price is retracing. Is any of you watching the World Cup? I hope France doesn't win the World Cup. I really want Spain because I'm Spanish, or I like England or Argentina to win. I mean, I like Cristiano a lot. The problem is he's playing in Spain, so that's the thing. If Cristiano has to lose for Spain to win the World Cup. Now, obviously, everyone has to lose for Spain to win the World Cup, but yeah, I want Spain to win. I support Spain, I have to say that. If not England, because I live here in the UK, in England, and I want England to win. But I think they're better teams than England. Argentina, France is very good. Argentina, I love Messi, and I like the team because with Portugal, you got Cristiano, but his teammates, they don't look like they're on the same page with Cristiano, and I think they're being very disrespectful to see someone who has done so much for Portugal to treat him in that way, and the same kind of nasty things. But I mean, the guy's performing at 41. You can't say much about it. Yeah, it's very easy to say he's 41, but like he's doing it. I mean, he's doing quite well. So we're getting news in 8 seconds. Let's see what we get. Are we going to be obliterated? We're going to lose everything. If we lose, we lose. I expect price at least to go to this fair value gap and after start going up. But let's see. If we take the high here, we have to be cautious and see a bullish move. Got the news. Doesn't look like it's doing much, but I think price will go towards the direction that it wants to go, using as an excuse the news. ES when, why do I have oh, you went back to this fair value gap in the 5-minute. Okay, I'm just checking. Checking the stream. I'm taking some pictures. Looks like we're going to the moon, and I'm not invited. this is going up. I got 29 minutes, 28 minutes now to find an entry. The market has to give me that entry, guys. Let's see how we close this 5-minute candle. Let's see, guys. Come on, give it to me. I mean, for me, perfect will be price to retrace here and go all the way up. Go all the way up. See, guys, sometimes you really need to trust the system because it's all about the odds. And if you chasing price, your numbers that you might have done back testing, or the way you think like how much you want to make or how this strategy works, you're messing up with everything, and this is a mistake I made. So it's always like to be honest, about it. Like I was chasing price. It's not the biggest mistake in the world, but I will say that is a mistake, and it happens sometimes. So it looks like price doesn't want to take that high. Maybe surprise is respecting that high, short-term high. I mean, it could become an intermediate term high here in the 1 hour. Okay. I'm just looking at this. Looks like we're going down now. Are we going to respect that low? That's why they say this Monday, I got the rules, don't trade these Mondays. If I lose this trade, I'm done. If I win, I'm done also. I might add if we take this entry and we keep going up towards my direction. Now, let's see. Okay, guys. Price is slowly is getting there. Yes, it's going faster lower, so we are in the right index. We are in NQ. That looks good. That looks good. We're going high. I don't see an entry. It is very annoying, to be honest, to trade the day that you don't supposed to trade, but trade it, even if it's with a prop firm challenge. and you get to a point like, oh, maybe I could have saved a few $100, and you know, you pass the evaluation way faster. Anyway, it is what it is, whatever happens here. So tomorrow, if everything is according to plan and I take a trade, I will multiply by 5 all the risk I've done today. Not exactly 5, because I risked a bit more on the previous trade that I was supposed to be risking. So yeah, this is what we have, guys. Now breaking this, it could go either way. It could go, we retrace and consolidate, or we could start going down very aggressively, or my option, the biggest option that I think, is we keep going up, grinding all the way here, or at least close to there. So I don't think I'm going to catch an entry here. Price is not giving me an entry in 5 minutes. Now, if you enter in 1 minute, this is a bullish engulfing candle here. Now, if you think about odds, let's say you enter here, you put the entry here, 50, this is 1-to-1 kind of. So, I mean, yeah. It's very too easy to say that, but like, this was an entry here. Now, and I would have won to think about it. But look at the odds. I mean, you're risking 80 handles. I mean, 2-to-1. But ES was giving you better odds. So price is nearly there. I think there is a very high probability we want to take this high and that high. Very high probability. Now the odds are not right. Nothing is guaranteed in life, guys. We're going there, yeah. Yes, it's not there. My view is, I'm a bit tilted and annoyed, you know. For me, it's kind of like one of the biggest pains where you say price is going here, you lose a trade and end up getting there. But you need to accept it, and you need to have a constructive criticism. And the constructive criticism was like, I had a very good entry here and I just fumbled, right? And that is the real constructive criticism. I tell you one thing, I would have sold maybe a bit here, but not all of it. I will be stuck at the moment, right? Now, if this retraces, yeah, but I will have, instead of losing, I will have ended up break even maybe. I got 20 minutes to find an entry. Yeah. My view here is we're going to break, and after I don't know if you're going to go fast or not with it. So, get in there. There is not much I can say about this. I just want price to give me an entry. Once we break there, I leave this, cancel order. ES is going to get there, I tell you that. But now NQ gets into a situation that are we going to go all the way there? And that is a bit ambitious. Is 300 handles with the last few days is not that much. No, it's quite a lot, 300 handles. Since I start learning and looking into Nasdaq and everything. Let's see what price give us. Let's see what price give us. Yes, it's struggling, guys, but it's getting there slowly. Yeah, it's getting there. If I think about it, I would have won the trade. You see the psychological aspect, how annoying it is. Just imagine all the rush I had, and I had from 9:35 all the way to 10 o'clock. So you're talking about 25 minutes to make an entry. And I was completely in FOMO mood, like, oh, I'm going to miss that entry. And what happened? Price gave me a better entry, and I could have gone 2.5 to 1, something like that. So just imagine if I enter, let's say I say, okay, let me be more conservative and I put the entry there. You're talking about 3 to 1 here. That's where being a good trader and being adjustable, understand the situation, it's just pisses me off a lot. I got this issue that I really need to handle. Now the entry is gone. It is gone, right? So now it's a situation where I'm a bit worried about it. Where are we going to get there? Are we really going to get to this high? I don't know, if I'm honest. I don't really know. And I don't know. I'm just looking with the Fibonacci. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not really sure. This is annoying. Very annoying. I don't know what to say, guys. Now this is the point that I got 15 minutes, and sometimes I'm start to feel like maybe it's better to quit now. So if this closes and we get a retracement here, you could put an entry here. You risk 40. So will be like something like that. Put it like that. Put it here. Put it there. So here's the annoying part, like you say, no, Yeah, yes, it's going to get there. So yeah, I will put one take profit around here. And another take profit around, I don't know. Around here. Am I tilted? Yes, I am tilted. And we're going to follow the plan. And I want to put an alarm. I believe in myself. No good preparation, guys. No good preparation. ES is going to get there. Come on, ES. I will have made 3x. But in a way, I mean, this is touching kind of. Ooh. Okay. Go 1 minute. There is no fair value gap, is it? Oh, it is. The high is 0.475. All right. I'm not sure now. We're going to go all the way there. Not very sure. Not very sure, guys. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like it. Okay, we touch the take profit area, guys. I'm going to finish. I don't like it. It's time to let it go.